¿Qué tal, chavos? What's up, guys? Levi here with the Latino Fluency podcast. I just wanted to make an update episode here. So if you're watching the video, I'm waving to you right now. And if you're just listening to this episode, just the audio version, exact same message. I just wanted to put this together today here, May 1st, 2020, to give an update on where the podcast is and where the Spanish Immersion program, which accompanies the podcast, if you decide to become a member, completely optional, but highly recommended. So just to give you an update on where all these things stand and where I am planning on taking things here this year in 2020. So start off with the podcast itself. So the podcast itself I've kind of had a little bit of a hiatus. Rennie and I were bouncing around. She was doing some stuff earlier this year for her career, and I moved out of my old place. This is a little bit different of an office if you're watching the video. We have a new office now, or I have a new office now, I should say. And this is where I'm going to be recording both the video and audio of the shows and of other of my courses and of other stuff that I'm working on this year. You'll see me a lot here at this place. So it's going to be a nice, productive environment. And as of last month, I'm here. I'm officially organized. And I had a great time I checked out a few different cities this year in the U.S. Checked out Florida. And who knows, maybe next year I won't be living in Texas anymore. I'll be doing something else. But for now, home base is here in Austin, Texas. And it's perfectly fine for the time being. So expect more regular weekly episodes of the podcast beginning this month here in May. And even there might be times where I even will announce most of the time on Facebook or on Instagram. Maybe I'm a little bit busy with work, with my other work and things that I do as a digital marketer. So I might have to skip a week here and there, but we're going to try to be very consistent, try to be rolling out episodes every Monday for the most part here this month. That is the goal. And these episodes are very much going to be touching on a new topic every single time. So we're going to touch on new topics and try to keep conversations within 10 to 15 minutes. We like keeping these episodes short because it really is so much easier for you to take and digest and listen to on your commute. And maybe you can listen to it 2 times on your commute. And it's also very doable for me personally to be able to take each episode and break down the expressions and vocabulary and the transcripts and make a slow version and all the stuff that I do for the Immersion program, which I will now talk about. So if you are a member of the Spanish Immersion program, you know what it is, obviously. And if you're not a member, just know that what it is at the time being, it runs on a membership program. So you pay a small fee every month to have access to all of my current episodes, which right now are about 20 episodes, and also the transcripts that go with each of those episodes. I also have vocabulary training for almost all episodes. I'm working to catch up on that. Vocabulary training, phrase training, and then there's also a few other activities that are thrown in there. And on top of that, the most important thing is a transcript for every episode. And I give you an audio version that is slowed down to about 80%. So you can listen and read along much more easily than you would be able to otherwise. And then, of course, I have the full version, the full speed version of the audio, and together with the transcript, so you can be doing both at real speed, right? So keep in mind that's what it is, and I would love, if you like the podcast, I would love to have you in the program. You get all of that. You also get access to our Facebook members only zone. You can ask questions if something comes up, and you're also supporting the podcast, which is amazing, and it really helps to motivate both myself and Rennie to continue making more episodes, because it's a lot of work. It really is a lot of work to record, to create all this additional content, to launch, to be sending out emails and making these videos. It's a lot of work. So those of you who are in the program, I truly appreciate And I appreciate your supporting us and also the respect that you have for what we're doing. It's a good feeling. So keep in mind that those things are in the works. Like, I'm going to continue working on this as my core side project. This is something I would love to continue to grow. If you have requests for future episodes, you can always shoot me over an email request at levi@latinofluency.com. Don't send me more than 3 requests at a time, but you can send me your top 3. Be like, hey, Levi, I'd love to hear you guys discuss this topic at some point in the near future. And we'll definitely take those requests into consideration. We'll add them to the list, try to come up with some subtopics, some talking points for each one, and that will be something we can do. So again, levi@latinofluency.com. Shoot me over any requests that you have. And gosh, I don't know. If you have anything else that you're wanting to see, either on YouTube, on Facebook, Insta, or here at the podcast, just shoot it over. I'm all ears, and I'm always looking for interesting new ideas and hearing what it is that you're needing as a Spanish learner to be able to get to that level of fluency that you want to achieve. The last thing that I guess that was the third thing. Last thing that I wanted to mention is that I also, if you're a very beginner level student, Spanish learner, I have a Spanish fundamentals program, and I put a lot of work into this, and I still am. I'm trying to launch a new video about every week, a new lesson, I should say, every week, every 2 weeks. But basically the program is broken down into 3 things. The first thing is a fluency training calendar. So this is it's an interactive calendar that I created. Allows you to track your progress as you study and train your Spanish every week. The second thing is the entire first section of the course is a video course teaching you how to learn Spanish on your own. Okay, so a lot of people just don't even understand, like, how do I even do it effectively? And I walk you through all of the core, most important things that you have to do to go from a complete beginner to a fluent, high intermediate level Spanish speaker, and just be not just speaker, but a person who can also really understand a solid foundation or a solid baseline of real spoken Spanish. Okay, I talk all about that, and then the final section of the course, I dive into the fundamentals, the grammar fundamentals of Spanish, and that's the part that I am continuously trying to create new video lessons for. Really, you can expect a new video every week, every 2 weeks. That continues to update. And of course, you have access to the Facebook group. You can add questions to the discussion forums, all that stuff. So just keep in mind that also exists. If you want to join that, and if you have a friend that wants to join that, we're very appreciative here at Latino Fluency. And the more support we get, the more motivated we are to keep pushing forward, and helping you achieve your goals, tus metas en español. That's all I have for this video. That's all I have for this podcast episode. And hopefully it was informative. Next video, almost all podcasts and videos are going to be in español, because at Latino Fluency, that's what we're about. We are about fluency, and one of the most important things that you can have in Spanish or in learning any language is to really be hearing the language and digesting the language. That's what you have to do. Entonces, nos vemos en el próximo episodio del podcast y nos vemos en el próximo video. Adiós y mil gracias de nuevo. Bye.